Hi, sweet faces. Looking kind of skinny over here compared to what I used to be, but yeah, I'm still in the same situation that I'm in. Hoteling it out, as you can see. Hoteling it out. Still looking for a place. Had some bullshit happen to me last week, but I think it's starting to fix up slowly but surely. But I'm not trying to rush it, or whatever the case may be. Um, Still waiting on my taxes. Well, my state taxes. I'm looking for a place to move to already. I don't care if it's a one bedroom at this current moment. I'm to a point where I don't give a fuck about accommodating other people. I just want to be in something where I don't have to pay day by day, because this day by day shit sucks. And frankly, I don't want to keep doing it. So I may need y'all help if possible. If you're my true fans, you will help me, right? If you want more content, gotta give me the time to do it. I don't have the time to do it because I'm always working. So you want more content, help me help you by getting me to work a little bit less. I got 2 jobs here. I can't just do everything with no help. Now, how I got into this predicament. Let's see. 2 years ago, no, 3 years ago, my husband passed away from cancer, and I was pretty much left alone with my 4 children. 3 of them are his, and my oldest was with another person. But my husband, when I met him before 2012. Yeah, like 2011, 2010. That I met him, and we've been together all the way up until my son was born. He was born in 2015, and we got married in 2014. So afterwards, around 2021, that's when my husband decides to keep secrets from me, and I found out he had cancer, and it was severe, worse than what I thought, to a point where there was no going back for him. So, he passed away a couple days before his birthday, and it's been putting me in a predicament where I'm always sad and I always felt alone. And with my 4 children, it is a lot to deal with, because my husband, he was my rock. Even though he was disabled because of his job where he was working and causing injury, he was there to make sure the children got to where they needed to go to for schools. And I'm pretty much miss him. I never realized how much dependent I was on him until he was gone. So with that, it caused me to dial down my content creating, and focus more on trying to be there for my children. I mean, granted, I was there for my children while working and doing my content creating, but with him being gone, I had to dial back content creating and focus more towards working and my children. So, I do have an online store, like I said before. If you want information on that, you can message me and I can give you the details. I do have subscriber pages. I do have a OnlyFans page as well. My OnlyFans page would be under NickiAries. And I do have a free OnlyFans page where I can put all the updated content to my private OnlyFans. Last week I did go through some crazy shit, like I told you before, with my bank, trying to thinking that I was getting help or doing a good deed by being online and being a virtual assistant. And when I was a virtual assistant, I was supposed to receive payment via email for a check to cash into my account for the work that I done. So, me thinking that everything is legit, looking at the check itself, I did it mobilely, and then my account got froze for a whole week. A whole week. I had to do multiple phone calls to Chase, one associate, when I first called, said that, oh yeah, the checks are no good. You're $1,300 in the rears, and you're gonna have to pay that back because it's the checks that are written out that were no good. And I'm like, how are you able to take out $1,300 if I never cashed it or never received the money in the first place? Oh, the check was no good, and that's the reason why. I was like, but that doesn't make any sense. She's like, well, in order for you to unrestrict your account, you have to pay off the negative. You have to bring your negative balance to a positive balance, which was crazy to me. So I was upset, and I took the message as it was, and then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna call back later. So I called back later, and I talked to another associate that same day, and she told me that the associate who told me that I was supposed to pay $1,300 back wasn't supposed to tell me that. The first thing that she was supposed to have told me was they're going to do an investigation, and they're going to reach out to me and let me know through email or phone call about what's going on. So she was like, okay, we see that the checks are fraudulent. One of them didn't have, the account couldn't be found. The other one was fictitious and altered, and then the other one, the account was closed. So with that being said, I was like, well, damn, I just got scammed out of this. So I'm never going to take a check from anybody, ever, unless it's like a check in hand with my name and it comes from a job. But still, at the end of the day, I had to go through all of the extra jumping through loopholes and waiting in order to get my money from when I worked at my other job. So with my restriction on my account, my paycheck was on hold. Then on top of that, the checks that were apparently no good was on hold. And I couldn't do anything but sit there and wait. I had to borrow money from people, and I still owe people money, and I don't like that fact. So I really do need help from my fans. If there's a way for you to help me out, or is there a way for you to support me in a situation where like you don't have to directly give me money, but I do have an online store. I do have content subscriber pages, and I'm trying to work towards doing hair and fashion design. So if you know somebody who need their hair done, like micro braids, zillion braids, crochets, quick weaves, I'm your girl. I can do that kind of hairstyles, whatever the case may be. I can even do faux locks. I do retwists, everything that you could, well, not everything that you could possibly think of. Like with hair, I could pretty much almost do anything. Now, fashion design, I could design a quick 15, line up fashion design photo pictures. Well, not photo pictures, they're actual drawings that I do. But I could come up with a quick fashion design depending on the situation. I just need somebody to collaborate with me and give me the opportunity. I'm not scared to put in the work. I just don't want to put in work and not receive anything in return, or get less than what I'm valued. So if you can help me out, that'd be great. If you can go to my store and get some merchandise, that'd be great too. If you know somebody I could talk to, that'd be great. I just need some type of real support at this current moment. Like I said, without my husband, I really do feel lost out here. So gotta understand the situation that I'm in. Want more content. I need some help. I can't just free pictures all day. I can't do that.